That's
What?
the fifth
Just-
time I've had to fork this week.
No loose ends, Kirby. No loose ends.
So, we are asking tavern patrons about the strongest fighter in Mondstat because we're a bunch of bored characters apparently.
Hey,
Sometimes-
I'm doing some adventurers training. Alcohol tolerance training, to be precise. Want to join me?
So first of all, wasn't expecting this to be voiced. Second of,
You had one too many, I think.
I think my uncle used this exact excuse to keep going at one point.
Where is this? Oh, wait, it's autoplaying. Whoops. No match for the legendary Mondstat adventurers who can drink half a cider's lake worth of wine. No, I'm not Shane. I already did that one actually. But I'm just trying to find an excuse for me. I'm trying to do stuff to let me eat food. Oh, let me talk to Jack.
Hey, I'm doing... You want to know who I think the toughest fighter is?
Yes.
In my opinion, that would be the finest adventurer of them all, Stanley. Guildmaster Cyrus is up there with the toughest, too. But only Stanley can take on the bloodthirsty beasts of the Mare Javari.
Bloodthirsty beasts of the Marjavari? Sounds terrifying. Do you think you'd be scared if you were faced with one of those?
I don't know. It's just the name, right? And
We have fought
I
a
crave
dragon.
death. No.
what's that, Otto?
We have fought a dragon.
You know what?
That
Yeah.
appears as a prominent figure in Cthulhu.
I beat it to a I have defeated a dragon of myth and legends.
Yeah! Bam! Wham! Pow!
All right, let's see if we can quickly grab some food here.
Hi! Are you here to try Mondstat's famous wine too?
I feel like I'm doing a mistake talking to these folks here. Just, I don't know. Anyways, who's the strongest fighter in Mondstat?
The strongest fighter of them all?
Yes.
That would be Gene, obviously. Why? Grandmaster Gene is so strong. She can take out a ruin guard with just a few slashes of her sword. And she could wipe out the 3 hilly trill tribes at Dada Upa Gorge all by herself. Otherwise, we wouldn't have such a carefree existence with nothing to do.
It's true that Jin makes people feel they're in safe hands. Meanwhile, this guy is drunk as a skunk.
Drunk as a skunk.
Drink some more.
No!
Okay. Okay. Alright, buddy.
Dila can never be mad at Venti again.
Yeah. Yeah.
All things considered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Honestly,
amigo.
but one of my
Go ahead.
one of my dream features for this game is that characters that appear in the story just kind of persist in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, after the Mondstat story, you just, like, whenever you go into the bar, there's a chance you'll just find Venti fucking passed out on the counter.
Do you want to hear my latest composition? I put my whole heart into it, and also my soul. How about it, amigo?
Who are you? You can call me Six-Fingered Jose. Oh, you can call me Six-Fingered Jose. I am the beloved bard of Mondstat, or should I say, I used to be beloved. Sing for me, Jose, por favor. Oh, you want to hear my latest song? I call it Ode to Morning Breeze. I just need to tune my instrument. Uh-oh. I am so sorry. I've had no audience to play for so long that now my strings are a little... I'll sing for you next time. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Hey, amigo. Do you want to hear
Who's the Storm
Huh?
Spider?
the most macho in Mondstat? She's a little girlie who wears red.
I'm sorry?
What?
That's right. I found this out one day about half a month ago when I went up to the Storm Bear Mountains looking for inspiration for my new song. Guess what happened?
Oh no.
What happened?
I witnessed the most powerful destructive force I have ever seen in my life. I'm telling you,
God,
it
it's
completely changed the whole landscape in that part of the mountains.
Holy moly!
I was hiding behind a bush and I saw this little girlie in red clothing running into the distance, leaving a trail of destruction in her wake. But I don't know if anyone will believe me.
Now that you mention it, the idea of a tiny little girl wielding that much destructive power is a little far-fetched.
Yeah, we should go ask
Want
Clee
to know
about
what
this.
I think she has a treasure nobody else knows about. Maybe even the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstat.
Did you say treasure?
Paimon,
Did
no.
Paimon imagine that, or did you hear it too?
Paimon, no.
It's just a guess. I mean, no. It's a bard's razor-sharp intuition.
So, I mean, we have bore witness. Clee is in our group, but this could also mean that Clee, we don't know who Clee is because of the whole, gotcha cognitive dissonance thing.
You know, it probably hurts when she steps on you because she's wearing cleats. That joke was apropos of nothing. It doesn't fit at all. I just had it pop into my head, and I didn't want it to go.
Hazim, I mean, this place is just it's generic Europe. So like, you have some people who have French accents and some gonna be Spaniards. You know what? I'll take your word for it for now.
Thank you, amigo. I am so happy to meet a true amigo. Who would have thought?
So, this girl, what's her name?
I do not know her name. I do not see her often in Mondstat. Hey, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Doesn't sound like much to go on. But thanks for your intel.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
So, let me check the menu, the quest list, I guess, real quick. Why are we doing this again? Customers and Angel's Share have started debating the hottest topic on Mondstat streets. Okay, right. So basically,
We're resolving a nerd fight.
no, we're just bored.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's all this is. We're just literally bored.
drink some more.
All right, Charles, what do you got to say?
What'll it be today?
Give me information, sir.
The strongest fighter. I don't pay much attention to that sort of thing.
Huh. Paimon thought bartenders had some kind of special information sources.
Just like they have an exclusive supplier of wine.
Exactly! That's what Paimon was getting at!
I have no involvement in any intelligence gathering operation. But if you made me pick someone, it would be the Dark Knight hero.
Of course.
I've heard some stories about him. Apparently, he once rescued a city dweller from the Abyss Order.
There it is! The barman's top secret intelligence! Speaking of the Abyss Order, their minions are really stirring up trouble all over the place, aren't they?
Hey,
Yeah, but that's not new
I was right
information.
about one thing.
Well, you know what? Yeah, everyone's got an opinion.
If everyone's got their own opinion and can't be persuaded, how are we ever gonna find out who Mondstat's strongest fighter is? Eureka! Paimon's got it! Let's go see what Jean says. Bet the Knights have got an official ranking table for this kind of thing.
What makes you so sure?
Come on! Let's just go and ask already. We'll never find out if we don't.
Why are we going to go bother the standing Grandmaster?
Because if we don't, we have to use my idea, which involves killing everyone else.
To see who's the strongest?
Yeah.
What if
We have to put them in a pit and give them knives and tell them that whoever wins has the correct opinion. That's how war works.
I see Dusky's also following your line of thinking there. Look. What if the strongest gets killed? Well, I guess that means they weren't the
then
strongest.
That's a shame. They were the strongest. Now the strongest is my man Stanley.
These I don't know how to feel about the storyline. Like, is this like I am going to go up and talk to the person who is leading this country right now?
So, is it gonna drop us in immediately, or
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's why we're asking Gene.
Still feels weird because that's still my mom's name.
Pronounced as such too?
Yes.
Hmm.
Pronounced and spelled as such.
Normally when I see that name, I've always seen it pronounced as Jean.
Oh yeah, the French masculine.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I feel intimidated when I open that door and Nassar's standing there. I feel.
What the fuck do you want, kid?
I'm sorry. I'll come back later. No, for science. We're doing this for science, I think.
It's been 30 seconds. That's your definition of later.
Oh, Master Gene! Sorry to bother you. We're collecting intel on the strongest fighter in Mondstat.
We're sorry to bother you with such a mundane thing as you are trying to keep the entire city running.
Do you have, one of those official Knights of Favonius verified ranking table thingies?
Strongest fighter in Mondstat? Huh. I am sorry, but I cannot help. I do not have any relevant documentation on that topic.
Oh, well that sucks.
Fine. That sucks.
There's one of those spikes of greatness.
And also Hazim saying tier list. Paimon's asking for a tier list.
Oh my god. Okay, so here's what we need to do. Who's the strongest fighter in Mondstat? Okay. Genshin. Impact Mondstat tier list.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
here
your
we
boy
go.
Venti here with the official tier list for the coolest guy in all of Mondstadt.
I cannot believe
Keep
that
feeling the
works.
time. Keep feeling the
Also,
time.
it's apparently both Venti and D-Look. Cool, my favorite couple. Anyway, continue.
No, keep feeling for time.
No,
keep
that's
feeling for
pretty
time.
chunky.
Alrighty. You know, as a joke, after certain events in the plot, I was gonna have Jimmy start a YouTube channel, and one of them was gonna be a tier list of his fellow Eternals. And it would be almost entirely based on his opinion of them and not actual fact.
Oh my god.
I'm putting Fruity in the F tier because she's a bitch.
I asked for time to be filled. I asked for time to be filled, and instead we get RP talk. Well then.
But I am filling the time.
I thought you said give me some time.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Okay,
I was
time.
hoping he would at least make the top 5.
What? Wait,
Well,
what?
Although I do not have the data to make such an assessment, I will say that my faith in our honorary knight's abilities has never wavered.
Mm-hmm.
Which reminds me,
That look.
recently one of the Abyss Order's mages has been active near the city, although he is keeping a low profile. If you are staying around Mondstat, please be on the lookout for danger. Given your, well, high-ranking fighting strength, I trust you will be able to help keep the area safe.
Awesome! After he beats the Abyss Order, he'll climb up that ranking table faster than he climbs up all those cliffs.
I have to wonder, what's the canon responses. Because the thing is that, like, we've already seen some of the other things, the options you get access to. And your character's a bit of a goober. So, I'm going to continue playing the straight man here, as much as this game is trying so hard to make me a goober. So, Paimon, there's no ranking table.
Well, either way, smashing the Abyss Order to bits is the right thing to do.
I like your enthusiasm. It is infectious. But be careful out there.
Please keep talking. I need to eat food.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Oh.
So today
No, the game. The game, please keep talking. Oh, there we go.
Anime.
Are you alright?
Precious Bean.
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Sorry for bumping into you.
You dropped a lot of somethings.
Hey, look!
Oh, oh my god. Explosion inside city wall, grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people, Gene could be dreadful. Mondstat be bombed, Klee be doomed. These are the rules of the night. I forgot how it went.
There's some writing on here. Explosion inside city wall, grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people, Gene can be dreadful. Mondstat be bombed, Klee be doomed? Yikes!
Yikes!
I'm just like, what is this yikes for? This could be for many things.
Mr. Kaya wrote these down for me. They're, survival rules. Survival rules? Yeah. Rules that I must absolutely never break under any circumstances. Otherwise, something terrible would happen.
So, what you're telling me is that I need to be also channeling Klee as well when I'm playing as Becky. Gotcha.
Kaya writes like this?
Yeah, Kaya writes like this?
Yep. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Klee.
Hi, my name's Kirby Knight.
And Paimon's name is... well, Paimon.
Alright, Paimon, I'm glad you finally acknowledged the fact that you're talking in third person.
I mean, the beautiful thing about talking in third person is that I becomes auto-localex. Or auto-megalocal-x, sorry.
What does it sound like this conversation is happening?
A word that means the accessing of that word.
My brain can't seem to comprehend what you're saying.
Basically, Paimon's third person thing is great because whenever you're talking in third person, saying I is the same as saying your actual name. It's an auto-megalocal-x. It's a word that means accessing that word.
Conveni. I can see that, Hazim.
I've heard all about you guys. You're the honorary knight who helps Mondstat. Wow! More recognition, yay! Paimon is so happy right now. I heard it from Amber. But wait, no, there's no time for this right now. I'm dealing with a big emergency. I grabbed my map and ran as fast as I could all the way here.
What's wrong?
The treasure I buried in the Whispering Woods. It's gone. Did you say buried treasure?
I think she needs our help.
Exactly what Paimon was thinking.
She wants our help, not you taking her treasure, though.
Let us help you find it. Yay! Thanks, you guys. Here's where the map says the treasure should be. I put a circle around it.
I also put a wooden sign in the ground at the place where I buried it, to make it easier to find.
Paimon is starting to understand how this treasure went missing so easily.
Come on, Mr. Honorary Knight, let's go!
So
Well-
I found this place on accident, and I thought a hilichurl buried it. Also,
Mm-hmm.
on this meme chart that I've just made, Paimon falls under feral dumbass. She shares this rank with the protagonist of Chainsaw Man. By the way, while we're in the interim space, I just want to let you all know: 1, read Chainsaw Man, and 2, if you ever feel bad about yourself, just remember, in that same manga, a character named Kabani lost a popularity contest to her own wrecked vehicle.
Wow.
She ranked 8th, her car ranked 7th. That car shows up for, I think, 2 chapters, and the whole joke is that it keeps getting destroyed.
Your treasure's gone, but you seem oddly happy.
So Klee was not, but now Klee has friends. Well, oh, okay.
Friends are the real treasure.
Okay. So she's happy that she's going out to get treasure with friends, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe this entire time that thing has been staring that I've been keep passing by for months is related to her story. I don't know how to feel about this.
Treasure.
Yep, there it is.
That's how you feel about it. Oh yeah, friends are the real treasure.
Oh, wait, hold on. I was just a butterfly, because that was a core thing. Wait, important things to remember, cat. Grab. There we go.
Yeah, you got the attitude of Klee right now.
Talk to Klee.
We're here! This is the place! Look! This is where my huge treasure was buried!
You, how did you move those rocks?
And where there's now a huge empty hole in the ground.
Wait, who's that over there?
It's an abyss mage! Hey, maybe he's the one Jean was warning us about.
What is that he's got on his side? Is that... Have they always had that?
I think that's the treasure.
What's that in his hand?
My treasure!
Hey!
I see the little girl has brought her friends with her. Time for a change of plan.
Hey, you! If you think you're so tough, get back here and fight!
After him!
What's an abyss
Turn off
mage?
voice mod.
I play in the forest all the time, but I've never seen one before. He looks so cute, soft, and fluffy. I want to pet it.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, no, you know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
This is when the cutesy person finally gets into, like, VRRP or something, and their villain is just, like, one of their default avatars, but colored differently, and they're using voice mod. That's what it is.
A thing I want to point out here, folks, if you, in the Japanese version, his voice is not modulated, and it is nothing like this. He has this deep, manly voice.
Oh my god! All right, beautiful. I love that interpretation too.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So he is using voice mod.
Yeah, it's VR chat person just voice modulating.
Game's up! Now hand it over!
Oh, you fools think I would give this up so easily after what I've been through to acquire it?
Oh.
Witness my great undertaking.
Fortunately for you.
This is upon you. Careful, Klee. Don't be drawn in by it. Abyss mages are the bad guys.
Oh, that's right. Grandmaster Jean says that stealing is wrong.
I am choosing to reinterpret that as Grandma Jean.
I think Klee would have a would have felt Jean's wrath if Klee were to ever refer to her as Grandma.
Then that will be an important lesson.
Freeze!
That girl's lucky she didn't come alone. Otherwise, I...
Oh, hi.
Shadows of fate.
Burst forth!
Oh, what's this? Something I can destroy them with?
Jumpy Dumpty Go! Boo! Boo! Ah! Boo! Yeah. But if we could just get him to give it back.
If he gives it back, then it's okay. He's not a criminal anymore, right? That's how that works, right?
Burst forth!
Where'd he go? The Abyss Mage! He just disappeared! What's going on?
I mean, they can teleport, That was fine.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey, you found a
Burst
puzzle.
forth!
A gateway to a domain! The Abyss Mage must have snuck inside!
Oh, he's got no way out.
Klee, do you need a rest? Why don't you wait here while we get your treasure back for you?
No! I'm coming with you. It's my treasure that Mr. Fluffball stole, and it's up to me to get it back.
Hey, these things can be dangerous.
Don't worry, Klee is a big girl. Come on, Mr. Honorary Knight, let's go.
Have expected Klee to be like... But Klee is a big girl, not afraid of... Oh god, I forgot the meme.
Okay, so Kirby,
Uh-huh.
we gotta treat this like a Franz Jaeger safe, right? You know how to do those?
No?
Oh shit, you don't remember the stage. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna secure the domain entrance, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna get a really long hose, and we're gonna slowly fill the entire domain with water until he begs us to stop, and then we'll transaction complete mostly. But if he doesn't, we also drop a shaped charge in there, so that the water will actually force the domain open. And then when he lands on his little fluffy butt, we take the thing, call him a weenie, and leave.
I don't know how to feel about that. Also, Salazar going, how's an Abyss Mage exhausted from just floating? This is also a question they brought up with Paimon. How is Paimon exhausted in some situation when she just floats? Listen,
her gas bladders are fatigued.
floating takes power. Floating takes energy, I think.
The only biological way I can think of for a creature to just float is, as I mentioned, gas bladders. Where they just, like... They just take in air, and then they process it into, like, some sort of lighter-than-air solution. And... The only fusion, or the only chain I can think of for, like, common Earth materials, like something lighter than air, is hydrogen to helium,
My
which
royal-
means that I have miniature lighter. Given the, like, sun and stars motif, though, I guess that could make sense.
Okay.
Also, gas bladder.
I had a feeling you were wanting to say that just because of the way it sounds.
Yeah. Gas bladder has the same energy as secreting a thick pill. Where it's like, it's a sequence of words that sounds like it should be gross, but for some reason it's hilarious.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Let me scry. Oz reveal by...
Oh, by the way, this is important knowledge for anyone. I can't remember where the hole was, but it was downward at the most unpopular common bird.
Was what?
Moist.
Most uncommon? Oh, the most disliked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
Coming to be. Moments.
I wish I knew what to how to respond to that, but like it's fascinating, but I just don't know how to respond to that.
Your brain is all moist right now. That's why people like it. Because of that.
Moist cheesecake.
Yeah, exactly. Like that doesn't. It sounds like it shouldn't be like that. But again, juicy cheesecake sounds worse.
Oh. So in I guess either game development or like gamers themselves, something they don't like to hear is when I guess in conferences type of things, they try to describe a game as being juicy.
Ugh. What's that? Okay, that one I get, because what the fuck does that even mean?
It just basically means like, hey, there's actually, hold on. My interpretation is that there's a good amount of content. Like, there's a good amount of content to be like for people to be. Well, no, not that.
Feature rich would work better for that.
Either feature rich or like this just feels good. Game feel or something. The game feel.
Game feel.
Like, you know how sometimes like when something's like it's just snappy. Like, you just do a thing and you're like, this. Ah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was satisfying.
It's like a key switch.
Yeah. Yes.
It's why people like mechanical keyboards that like.
Click. Yeah, the clickety clacking stuff.
The clicking of it for some reason makes the bits of your lizard brain happy.
Yes. I believe. That is what juicy means in game business dev terms.
Yeah. Burst
so
forth.
I may have the word.
Yeah.
Attack though. No, I'm not going to tell you what I mean by that. Yes, this is.
I know. A lot of us just know. And some of us have actually mentioned something about it on stream in the past.
I think at one point I mentioned offhandedly that something needed more pop, and like 2 people left the call.
Because okay, look, I'm going to admit that in itself, you kind of get what that means. Like, but that's only if you start saying like, hey, I feel like we need to make this thing pop, and then you follow by what what you think would be what would help make it pop. But if you just simply tell someone, hey, I need you to make this thing pop, like that's not helpful.
Moments of birth.
Yeah, like the problem with pop is that it is usually something uttered by people who have little to no connection to the actual process. Like they're just checking in every now and then. So it's like, what is that? If the person who we're co-designing with said pop, you'd probably understand it, right? Because you two are like synergizing. You got the cryptophagia going on.
Yeah.
Cryptophagia, by the way, is twin language.
Ah, okay, that's that.
The secret, discrete language that inexplicably many twins early in their lives will develop between each other.
Oh, Klee's under this?
See, that's what.
Jumpy dumpty go! Jumpy dumpty go!
Hold on, can I just get her from this?
Yes.
Oh wow. I appreciate that Klee could just be under it.
That's one of those things that, like, until it actually happens, it doesn't click with you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, small characters don't have to worry about overhead.
What auto save about twins? Oh, yeah, it's called again?
So basically, cryptophagia.
Feel this ancient power.
Why PTO
reveal by
is a process wherein like in early childhood especially, it's primarily like Danger, and for everyone else, it sounds like the character, right? And no one really knows about how it. I think there's like some theories on it. Personally, I think it should be studied more because it's like how labor is just a period. But like, the interesting thing about it though is that some twins don't lose it in later life. I think there's one really big case of what was it? I think it was serial killers almost, or one of them was. Yeah, I know this is a really bad example, but
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon you.
was it?
Oz, reveal.
Oh no, they weren't killers. They were.
Oh God! Go ahead. I hope Klee getting hurt like that didn't distract.
That's fine.
Oh, hold on, sorry. Cutscene.
Shite.
Negotiate with the Abyss Mage.
You followed me. I must say, I'm impressed. But this is as far as you will get.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
Oh, the human proclivity to gossip has provided us with everything we need. We learned that your little red friend had in her possession the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstat. That treasure is now in my hands. There is nothing you can do. Now your precious treasure shall be your undoing.
Huh.
No, wait! Don't touch it!
Oh, how you fret now your predicament is finally clear to you. Now, what have we here? A flame symbol.
Adios.
I just yes, boom is that was that Paimon's boom shakalaka.
He was literally hoisted by his own petard. No, that's what that means. Petard's a type of bomb. It literally means you blew yourself up.
Oh really? No, okay, now I
Yes.
can't. I don't know if I can believe that, but
No, it is.
really,
Like, yeah.
I thought petard was something on a ship.
I thought it was
Well,
a
it can
part
also
of
be a type
clothing.
of bomb.
Huh. Well, regardless, that
Regardless, that was.
I
funny.
just love the it just went bang.
Bye.
It just went just bang. And I wish I hit stop autoplay, but oh my god.
I broke the survival rules. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. This is it. This time I'm done for.
Yep.
Wait, so Klee's treasure is a bomb?
Oh, it made short work of that Abyss Mage.
No wonder Klee was rumored to be the strongest fighter in Mondstat.
Actually, it's a one-shot a Fire Mage.
High number one is never picking a fight with her, ever. Hold on. Why has she gone and run off?
Something to do with Jean?
Seems like it. Well then, let's head to the Knight's headquarters and report to Jean.
Oh, hi, I'm still here.
So, the thing I was thinking of earlier, the twin thing, even though after that little fever dream, it's hard to form coherent with it.
I don't blame you.
So, June and Jennifer Gibbons were two twins who grew up in Wales, right?
Mhm.
And they were both authors. And it was really... It was incredibly... Their story is really interesting and kind of sad near the end. But, among other things, they were able to, like, basically...
Write something out?
Well, yeah, but, like, they could also, like, mirror each other's actions and stuff.
Oh.
And they were one of the examples of cryptophagia lasting into adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
The other example were two kids named Poto and Kabengo. Well, those were their names they gave themselves. It was technically Grace and Virginia Kennedy. Good luck figuring out where they came from. But they used theirs until about 8, when their father forcibly removed it, to be nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
They supposedly remember it now, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it's such an interesting thing, because I think it if we could fully track, and it's incredibly hard to figure out how cryptophagia forms, because usually it disappears around the age of 3 or so, as the kids learn more anchored language. Oh no.
I open the door and we just get this. There's something weird about. There's a weird energy here.
Jean's room is like one of those places where reality's a bit altered.
Totoko, where are you?
Wait, what? Oh. Hi, Tayu. Unfortunately, we're gonna be like doing some story stuff, so. Oh my god, I'm fine. I'm gonna take a picture. Hi, me.
Klee? You're here too?
I turned myself in.
Huh?
My bomb. I hurt someone. I broke the rules. I'll never see the light of day again.
Klee, I need you to answer me. You said someone was injured. Where are they?
There's a bit of a misunderstanding.
Why is that?
The person that Klee blew up was an Abyss Mage, although it was not really her blowing them up, it was more like hubris.
But Mr. Fluffball was only a thief. He didn't deserve to blow up.
Hey, come on now. Paimon already told you that the Abyss Mages are the bad guys. And actually, they're the worst kind of bad guys you can imagine. They don't just hate the good guys, they hate all people. Their enemy is humanity itself.
Oh, okay, so murder's okay. Gotcha.
Mr. Fluffball
Murder's only okay if
was a bad guy on purpose? Mr. Fluffball is the enemy of humanity.
Paimon, these are terms. These are a little too difficult for her right now.
What? I don't get it.
This was an oversight on my part. I did not tell you these things before because you are still young. In fact, the Abyss Order is a hostile force in Mondstat, which has been unusually active lately.
Is of Mondstat's most powerful treasure?
Aha! That's it! Paimon understands now! They were tracking down poor Klee because they heard rumors about her treasure. Just like the way Paimon's first reaction was to try and get her hands on... to try and get the facts on the treasure.
Paimon, you would have been deleted. You would have been deleted if you tried to do that. Maybe you could stop being so greedy?
So, does that mean?
In light of your contribution on this matter, I will allow you to take part in the next Ludai Harpastum.
Okay, I find it kind of amazing that we come across this again. loot her past whatever. Even though this has nothing to do with all that glitters or lanternite stuff.
Ludi Harpastum? Whoa!
Hey, you got very lucky.
Mr. Honorary Knight, you've gotta come too!
Whoop-de-doo! It's a happy ending!
Except...
Except what?
Klee, where did you hide the treasure to begin with?
Uh-oh.
Were you trying to blow up the fish in Starfell Lake again?
I wasn't! I swear I wasn't!
She's giving us that look that means play along.
Jean noticed though. So,
Klee?
I'll see myself to solitary confinement.
Paimon bets Klee must get bored in there all by herself.
Klee, some people are just bad. They're just born bad. I don't know why.
Interesting. God, just her staying there has just this aura of like, I'll see myself out, ma'am. Bye. Look, she just... Look at... Behold, everyone. Behold this energy when I open the door. Oh, she's not staying like that anymore. Well, okay. Yeah. Some of the energy's gone now.
Laws of thermodynamics, it can only increase.
I'm intentionally ignoring the shiny stuff for now. Actually, no, wait. I can go grab it now because it gets saved to my archives. Screw you. Oh, wait, where is this? This is me. Oh, no, we talked to you a long time ago. To be honest, this room has more or less become Klee's private property. Yep, I remember that. No, we're here for the story stuff, so.
Hello. May the Animo Archon protect you.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you didn't pull Venti. Get fucking
Guess who?
That's Paimon's voice I hear.
Need a bite to eat or anything, I guess?
Ooh, yes, please! Wait, no, I can't. Klee needs to be a good girl and think about what she did. Stop tempting me.
There's something about that line. I don't know how to...
Anyway, while I'm grounded, I'm making an extra special new treasure. The Ludi Harpastum version.
When you say treasure...
So why don't they confiscate Klee's bombs? Because she keeps making them.
I made it into the shape of a harpastum and everything. It looks so cute.
Harpastum?
Just wait for Ludi Harpastum. Oh yeah, they're gonna love it.
Yeesh, if Jane was listening to this, Klee might find herself grounded for an awful lot longer.
Hello.
May the Roman ball game?
Oh, God.
Harpastum was basically Roman football, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can just unlock any of these now?
Yeah. You probably should too, because I think the story keys don't roll over, so just unlock them as you get them.
Finally, after all this time, that bar's finally been decreased. So, okay, I guess I can do the, Mona thing, finally. Alright, so, let's finally go back to the other side and, should I deal with the, commissions first? Let's do the commissions first. If you intend to do Venti, do the last. Yeah, I probably would be doing that last anyways.
By the way, I just recently did some of the story in Leeway, right? And I had the quest where I think you've gotten past it. The quest where you have to, like, budget out stuff to the workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end, Child said, "Oh, you get to keep the change. There's one problem." I figured, oh, they want me to budget it, so I have nothing left over. So I broke out a calculator and actually worked it all out to give myself no money.
Oh.
And I just saw that, and it's like, I guess I'm just gonna take the $1 million more I currently have and go fuck myself with it.
So another reason to dislike Child. Bam.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't torn up about it because again, $1 million more.
Yeah.
But and hold on a moment. Let me try.
Oh God! Why was I thinking that was a bad idea?
Oh, it's revealed. La la la.
I just hit a explosive barrel. That's all. I just. It was.
You're so bad that for a second the screen was just white.
Oh. Sorry.
1 second I see Cleek throwing something, the second the screen's white.
Yeah, that's how strong her explosives are.
Oh, it's revealed.
Burst forth.
Ow.
Moment of birth.
Oh, it's revealed.
I'm amused at how, like, you know, the way these guys are just anime being thrown around by things.
Official has gotten me genuinely excited for whenever the hell we go to the lightning place.
Ah. Really?
Like, yeah, because, like, I have a vision of what the lightning place looks like. A perpetually stormy gothic architecture place. And I absolutely love that mental image. So I'm completely prepared for it to look nothing like that when it comes out. But at the same time...
I forgot what I heard what the lightning place was supposed to be. I don't know if it was supposed to be, if it was supposed to be, like... Freddy, do you remember what Inazuma was supposed to be? Like what element? Was it fire? Oh, I guess Freddy's not here.
I mean, I've got a web browser right here. Give me a moment.
Because someone in this game has... Oh, so Chain says Inazuma is Electro, so... unfortunately for your assumptions there...
Wait, what the hell? Why is Fischl so German?
Well, I mean... The element doesn't determine where location they're from.
Burst forth.
Oh, right.
Shadows of fate.
Yeah, fair. God, I hate to push that thing and get the pyro vision. Actually, no. Then you're like a mobile source of warmth, and people will love you. What the hell was the...
Oh, I didn't realize there was a... Huh. I have to remember that for the future. Using that log. Log.
Where the hell was Fischl from?
She claims she is basically from a kingdom, from another dimension or world, or another plane of existence that no longer exists.
Oh,
come
okay,
into being.
So she's just...
Feel this ancient power.
Wow.
By royal decree.
Fate
is upon you.
La la la. Oops, that was a mistake there.
You know what you did?
I didn't dodge right.
In an airliner. Then you just broke the window.
Oh. Better now than later, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, to be fair, probably the second I saw the Asian architecture, I realized, oh, right, Inazuma. Japanese. You know, shit. Oh man, what happens if we get some Korean people? Oh no, then we can have the ancient shape political scene. Oh, let's not do that.
Story. Did we read all the stories? We did not. Oh, we did not read all of them. Shoot. Does anyone remember? Okay, so I know we read the Phasmogor, whatever, but okay, so I don't think we read 4 and 5. All right, well then, folks, a little bit of we are going to get distracted. We're never going to play stuff for all that glitters, are we?
I mean, we could go do that right now.
Yes, but I could read this thing for official.
I mean, you could.
I'm more interested in official story right now. So then, let's just quickly read through this. Okay, so for 4, actually, vision. Yeah, we'll go over 4. There was a story. Actually, let's see what the other one was about. Okay, this is kind of just talking about like some stuff from her quote-unquote past, I guess. Before, there's a story that goes as follows. A long time ago, in a place far away, there was a little girl. The girl's parents were busy adventurers. She spent most of her childhood in the library, traversing through countless universes that are contained in the pages of library books. She became the ruler of the Iranokrak, summoned thundering retribution as a royal princess, and formed a soul bond with a raven. So, you do hear what her name was in one of the promotional videos. It's Amy.
So that's not the most like discrepancy between things. For reference, you know Kaisar, the like the villain in Fallout New Vegas, Kaisar.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what his real name is?
What?
Edward. His real name is Edward Sallow.
I was expecting Bob, but that works too. So Ed. Okay. So, Amy, what books did you read today? Her parents asked her on one of the rare occasions that they were at home between adventures. She proceeded to tell them the stories she had read from her favorite series. And then she said, Fischl... Oh, dear God. Fischl von Luftschloss. Narfador. Holy crap. I am butchering this thing terribly.
Let's see. Fischl von Luftschloss Narfador. What the fuck?
Narfador.
Narfador.
I'm sorry, Terrace.
That can't be. That cannot be. Rav, are you here? Get in here.
Well, I mean, Terrace can also. It's fine.
Terrace.
Okay, so no. Let's keep this going. No. We got to keep this going. You are the princess endeavor to. Oh, dear God. Verutulung.
Oh shit! I accidentally summoned Rav.
All right, go. No, we got. Huh? Go ahead.
Want me to pronounce it in German or in English?
Just go ahead and pronounce it in German now.
I gotta find the sentence.
Hold on, let me move it a little bit. It's right to the top right there.
I found it.
Yeah.
Fische von Luftschloss. Nafidort.
Okay. I mean, because we're too far off then.
So
I mean, Luftschloss is just Sky Castle. So
while I've got you here, though, what is a Narfadort?
That sounds like a name.
Okay.
It's not a thing.
Exactly. All right. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
You're the princess. No, my proud daughter. You shall never surrender your nobility and dreams. Oh, that's such a lovely story. Since you like it so much, Amy, how about I call you Fischl too? Her father smiled. His hand on her head repeated the words from the story to her. Fischl, you're my wonderful princess and my proud daughter. You shall never surrender your nobility and dreams. These kind and loving words lit up her world. However, the time with her busy parents had always been fleeting. unable to fit in with her peers due to her obsession with fantasy novels, she often felt lonely and sad. At these times, she would remind herself, I am Fischl, my daddy's wonderful princess. It's true because Mommy and Daddy said so. Never will I surrender my nobility and dreams, for they are a princess's rite of passage. Huh.
Oh no, she's a chuny that her parents never validated.
No, her parents were validating her.
Yeah, but not in the way that matters.
Yeah, I guess.
Not in the good way, in the destructive way.
Oh my god, Russell! That image.
Like, if a kid's a chuny, right? The way that you get them to stop is you remind them that they're just as loved in their actual reality. They don't need to make a second one where they're, you know?
Well, let's continue on with this. Maybe there might be a little bit more to this. Just like in the universe of Flowers for Princess Fischl, entropy begot destruction. In other words, the girl who loved to dream grew up. On her 14th birthday, those of her peers refused to accommodate her quirks, belittled her once again. This is but a minor setback for the noble princess. My parents will understand, she thought to herself. For if she knew one thing, it was that as a princess, she could never surrender her nobility and dreams. But when she threw herself into her parents' arms in need of comfort, she was met instead with gentle words of exasperation. So they were saying that when she was a little kid. Now she's 14. Amy.
And I'm willing to bet there was no gradient between these two things. So, like, they completely played along with it one day, and then the next day it's like, fuck off. And that probably completely broke her.
The thing is that they are busy adventurers. So they couldn't really... They couldn't spend the time to try to grade her out of that.
Oh, so she's just got the full fist. Shoot.
Amy, you're 14 years old now. It's fun to make believe, but eventually you need to grow up and put your childish dreams behind you. And with that, the same voice that once lit up her world now tore it apart. That day at midnight, she hid herself in the library she knew so well. She had a strange feeling that she was being watched. Suddenly, she heard an otherworldly flapping of wings. Surely enough, she looked up with her red and swollen eyes and met with those of a night raven from another world. What transpired afterwards is another story. Fischl doesn't much like this story. Thinking about it causes her to feel suffocating pain and soul-devouring loneliness. Maybe one day this story will be written, but that would be Amy's story, not Fischl's. Fischl has but one identity. She is the princessin. As long as she remembers this simple but perfect logic, with a little bit of nobility and a touch of kindness from others, nothing can ever hurt her. Things are looking up for Princess Fischl these days. Not only does she have Oz, but she finally has met a traveler who, just like her, comes from a different world. Huh.
So we're indirectly
I mean, yeah, we're indirectly kind of like feeding into this.
Alright, so don't tell my probation officer.
There was actually one of the first story events that they did, like special events, like the all day glitters. It was basically for like her stuff. And when you go on the adventure with her, at the end, she just has a moment where she's talking normally, and she is a Valley Hill girl when she's talking normally, and then she just goes like, like she just relapsed and goes realizing that she was talking normally for just a moment. Yeah, no, she while she is, lost in her own world, she is still like, she's a nice person. She does what she can to help people, etc., etc. It's just Chunibyo. Vision. So, is Oz just an imaginary friend who only exists as a figment of Fischl's subconscious? Our story begins with the royal heirloom, Edelstein der Dunkelheit. That is to say, Fischl's vision. When her wish was acknowledged, the raven Oz and her vision both appeared before her eyes. That night, at dinner, Oz got on most well with Fischl's parents. Ah, mein Kaiser and Kaiserin der Verderlung, forgive mine overstep, but the beans in your house are too delicious.
Yeah!
Oh!
We're looking for the beans!
But alright, let me just do the best voice I can do for Oz. Ah, mein Kaiser and Kaiserin der Verderlung, forgive mine overstep, but the beans in your house are too delicious. Oh, then please help yourself. This is the first time little Amy has met a friend she can bring over for dinner since she turned 14. This is a special occasion. What? What are you saying? One does not simply cavort with the plebeians. And that's what happened. For all intents and purposes, it seems that the Kaiser and Kaiserin der Verderlung could see both Oz, and both believed Oz to be Princess's first friend. As for the adventurer who bears the world's curses, the visitor from outer worlds, and the strange face-shaped emergency sustenance, they would become the princess's new friends, though that would happen even further in the future. Okay, so Benny is Benny's a friend. I mean, I guess that does make sense.
They're really embracing the emergency food meme, and I love it.
Strange.
Is it even a meme at this point? Canon.
It's yes. Yes is the answer.
Oh my god! Did I tell you all? I had a dream about that. That was related to that, where Paimon was actually usable as an ingredient.
Oh my god!
And here's the thing: it was that once a week. Specifically once a week, you can choose which ingredient she is, quote unquote, and you have an infinite stock of it. But it can't be anything processed. It has to be something you find in the wild. And it was something like she provides her primordial magic, and it produces food. And it was a whole fucking joke in the story too. The joke being that she has the ability to create infinite things, and she uses it specifically to make food. She could solve the story right then and there, but she doesn't.
Oh my god. So I noticed there's some new things here. For some reason I cleared it out by accident. But I feel like there's something I haven't seen before, like, see, beings who descended upon this world.
Huh. You and I are both travelers from another world. That our paths have crossed here is no accident, but the will of fate.
So I have a theory.
Oh my god, Tayu.
It's
go
about
ahead.
Fish.
Go ahead.
Okay, so she mentions the whole other world thing, right? But some of the things that have happened to her are just categorically real, right? Like Oz is real.
Yeah.
What if she's not actually bullshitting, but she doesn't know she's not bullshitting?
Well, the thing is, it goes against how her parents reacted.
What I'm saying is, it's possible that 13,000 years ago, there really was a castle in the sky, and there really was a princess, and in response to her world being about to die, she did a Hail Mary, like, threw herself into the void, and 13,000 years later, her soul just comes blistering out, screaming hot, and ends up accidentally, instead of embedding itself into, say, someone like Jean, embeds itself into a baby.
Huh. Or, or alternatively, not throwing herself, but just sort of just reincarnated.
Well, yeah, but throwing yourself into the void is more evocative than her soul is reincarnated.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'm thinking the princess did something to move herself forward in time. What that is, I don't know. Magic.
Me? Remember thou this, that I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, sovereign of the Immernachreich, omniscient and imminent judge of all the world's iniquity.
she's an investigator for the Adventurers Guild.
That is but one of my many royal engagements.
Love it.
Sekiro Genshin mod. Oh my god.
You seem troubled. Traveler, do not lose heart. For with my left eye, the Aug der Verurteilung, which sees the threads of fate, I will surely keep you from harm. And Oz, the raven that has witnessed the demise of countless worlds, will watch over you on your journey. Should this world, like a beast prowling in the night, covet your dreams, then I, Prinzessin der Verurteilung, shall fell it with my ensorcelled arrows of judgment.
During that event, also, her usage of German words were like let's just say they were grating on the German folk here.
As much of an unending torment as the winds that rip at her very soul. Look, I can do this too.
Oh god, I'll actually say what I was gonna say in just a moment. Actually, no, I'll say it real quick. I was actually trying to thinking of like how to do some kind of duo pair with one character having tuning villain stuff between me and Fruity.
Yep. For I am the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Oh boy.
Oz, my loyal companion. That we should have met this person, one who hails from another world as I do. Perhaps even cruel fate has deigned to smile upon me, though sin courses through my veins. If I am indeed destined to remain here, in this inescapable prison that is reality, at least...
I understand, main Fräulein. In this traveler, Fräulein has found one who will never forsake her.
Huh.
I was going to say, I think the best part about the excessive German for edge points was that she said it all in a Valley Girl accent.
Oh
like
yeah,
the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
There's just a certain unending charm for someone who doesn't really understand a language speaking that language in earnest. Like it's always
the key word, speaking in earnest.
Yeah, like it's always. That's why I like VTubers. It's always endearing seeing them speak in English, because it's not like mocking or anything, but they still also don't know what they're saying. Like that time that Kiryu tried to teach Coco tried to teach someone English and ended up accidentally teaching them to say, "I want to jump off the Statue of Liberty." Which was not intentional, but in retrospect is valid.
Osvaldo von Hafnerweins. I, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, sovereign of the Immernachtreich, do hereby call upon thee to do all within thy power, to deliver the traveler from the claws of fate that would seek to snatch them at every turn, and to ready thy mind lest thou be required to make the ultimate sacrifice in the performance of this noblest of duties.
You'd place my life in danger so easily, main Fräulein?
What's that thing about? Oh, it's further down. Yeah, we'll get to that. About the vision.
Oh? You inquire about my Edelstein der Dunkelheit? It is a royal heirloom, a ceremonial ornament that displays the majesty of the Prinzessin der Verurteilung before the unworthy. Even here, in this fallen world, I have been reunited with my rightful inheritance as one of royal blood and noble spirit. For the majesty of a true princess shall draw her royal heirlooms unto her wherever so she may roam.
God.
Woman, you're just lucky you got a vision.
No kidding.
Otherwise, this would not work whatsoever.
Well, okay. You know, if she didn't get a vision, that could have basically been it. She would have been just crying her eyes out that night, and she probably may have been on the way to just being snapping out of it. But then she got her vision, and a raven came to her.
It's almost as if magic severely affects the mental health of everyone around it. # Stockport syndrome is real.
Let's trying to remember where we may have left off.
Oh, the ill-starred young man. My Ogdever Erthalung has seen with unmistakable clarity how his heart ails at being forsaken by the world.
Someone needs to keep an eye on the unlucky fellow.
The Magus Custodian of Books, gatekeeper of universal knowledge. Win her trust and one may yet gain access to a vast repository of wisdom.
She means, as long as you return your first few library books on time, you'll never have any trouble borrowing a book again.
Vakaya.
His nature is obscure, his fate a mystery, and his speech a vexing tapestry woven of both fact and fiction. Perhaps he and I share the burden of mystical sight.
Or perhaps he's secretly an actual pirate.
About Mona.
Ah, yes. Mona, the mighty astrologer. Mona, who once had the vanity to probe the fate of the Prinzessin de Ertelung herself. She wound up a trembling wreck, overborne and overmastered.
The poor lass was trying desperately not to laugh. It was no easy task.
About Rosaria. Here, yeah, okay, this is definitely different. She appeared during the whole Giant Spine thing.
One finds Sister Rosaria to be a most devout believer in the Animo Archon.
Devout believer, mein Fräulein?
Indeed. One night I heard her invoking the name of the Archon thus in another's presence. May you be struck down in the name of Lord Barnabas. One presumed that she was leading a prayer.
Hey, what's that noise? Oh, it's Venti grinding his teeth.
Okay, so Oz, at the very least, you know, I feel like this at least confirms that Oz has his own mind. All right, so about Fischl.
To condemn the guilty, to sanctify the just, and to draw all castaway dreams into the embrace of the infinite Immernachtreich. This is the birthright of the Prinzessin de Ertelung, and her burden. None may gainsay it.
Gainsay. God, this game just like keeps teaching me new words.
My left eye. It is the all-seeing Aug de Ertelung, which reveals all that is true in the world. As to the question of why I conceal it, well, would you willingly bear the agony of piercing to the heart of all truths? Furthermore, the world would lose much of its appeal if wholly stripped of delusion and falsehood.
Yeah, you could hear the Valley Girl slip out a second there. Also, if...
Oh, go ahead.
If I had an eye that could just see all truth forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You bet your ass I'd be leaving that thing on 24/7. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down in front of the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna type out what it sees.
I feel like there'd be too much mad. You'd be driven mad there. Like, beyond mad.
I already am.
Beyond.
Oh, shit. That sounds
So so it's not just madness, it's advanced madness.
Right.
Madness plus.
Oh. New Game Plus, yes. Also, okay, so good news. That whole debacle with the nuclear missiles, not real. Bad news is that the explanation for it involves the reptoids.
So I want to point out, like, at the end there, the whole, for the world will lose much of its appeal, the whole circle of delusion and falsehood. I feel like she may be, that's kind of like double-sided kind of thing. She's kind of saying, this adds the mystique, don't take some mystique away from me.
I mean, once the mystique is gone of some things, they're still pretty, you know? Once we've figured out all of the answers of reality, period, there's gonna be nothing left for us to do but just look at pretty pictures of stars, and that's fine.
For some people, that it's they'd hollow out.
A shame that they won't live to see it then.
Oh my god! Quick, find out KFC's 11 herbs and spices.
I actually know them.
Do not recite them, or else the man is going to come after you.
Well, I mean, these days it's just MSG.
Storm Terror, Why, one never would have thought that a being that one might have kept as her pet could, in this world, be capable of causing such calamity. Pitiable are the incompetents of this world.
That said, main Fräulein, were you not beside yourself with worry for everyone's safety during said calamity?
That is because the Prinzessin der Verurteilung has the solemn duty to safeguard the souls of all, be they petty beings or not.
Some people address her by other names, but to me, the one who gave me life and bestowed my powers upon me is Fischl, and none other. All things considered, Fischl is the name that most aptly captures her identity. Seriously, don't call her anything else, or...
Oh, how one's royal ears do burn. Pray tell, what is the matter which you discuss so furtively?
Midnight Phantasmagoria, main Fräulein, and the majesty of the Verurteilung name.
God. And the last one there.
Why must the Prinzessin der Verurteilung punish sin? Because sin defies fate's rightful decree, of course. And of course, fate brought you here, so... It was fate that saw to your descent upon this world. Destiny that saw our paths intertwined. I, Fischl, shall always protect you. Because fate has revealed to me that this is what has been decreed.
Baka. Let's see. Is there anything else that I know I saw some of these other ones here.
What does it take to rile a princess? If you must know, it is those who cannot recognize my true identity. But it is no great loss, for solitude is the noble's lot, so long as I do not lose the nobility of my soul.
God.
Okay, Amy.
Rejoice, else tremble in fear. Whenceforth springs this call to mirth and misery, you ask? Let it be known that I, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, sovereign of the Immernachtreich, have peered forth with my leftmost eye into the tapestry of fate that doth make up the universe, and beheld its every warp, weft, and dangling orphaned thread.
Translation, I leveled up. I just love how over... I just love that so much. I love that so much.
I've just realized something.
What?
I created another...
She could, realistically, say, gaze upon my field of fucks and see that it is barren. And it would seamlessly fit.
Yes.